He up and coming, man. If y'all got a chance, subscribe to him, man. Positive energy.
Hey, what's up, man? It's PE to the PE, positive energy. And if you want to get plugged into the newest and latest hip hop apparel, including the TRBRC shirts, go on over to hoodg.com. They got everything you need. They got varsity jackets, they got track shoes, hoodies, hats, everything you need to get right, man. So go on over to hoodg.com. That's hoodgee.com. Hoodg.com. One. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up with it? It's your boy, PE to the PE, positive energy, aka but, aka HI, aka Pep A Spliff. Peace, positive energy assures constant elevation because we constantly elevating over here. Under dig what I'm saying? Uh, this one right here, we about to do a week 6 fantasy football recap and a slight review of the San Francisco 49ers. Go gang, y'all know what it is. Check it out. In fantasy, uh, I'm gonna take y'all through 4 fantasy leagues, 3 money leagues, and the league that I did online for the viewers. First main league, the one I've been in 10 years, is this one right here. As you can see, my record is 5-1. We improved to 5-1 by narrowly, and I mean narrowly, escaping with a victory of 108.72 to 108.52, which drops Piston and Excellence to 6-2. Uh, We was led by Tyreek Hill, came back, put up 22 and a half points. Christian McCaffrey, being his usual stud self, almost 20 points. The San Francisco D chipped in 10 points for me. And everybody else was basically, routine right around their projections. Kittle was a little bit over 14 points as opposed to 11, but pretty much overcame a 40-point day by Stephon Diggs. He put up 40 with 3 touchdowns, 167 yards, receiving on 7 catches. Yeah, he dominated, but they started Gardner Minshew. He only put up 5 points. And had he started his other quarterback, which would be Carson Wentz, I believe, yep, he definitely would have won. So thank you, Les, for believing in the mustache. On to the next fantasy league, where I am 6-0, undefeated. We took on Chris, or should I say Bo, my little younger cousin, Bodie the Brody. And we went upside Brody's head by 22 points. Everybody turning in solid performances, led by Nick Chubb's 26.40. Everybody else 16, 14, 14, almost 15, 13. Again, the Niners D with 10. Pretty solid performance. He didn't do bad. Uh, you would just have to say Marvin Jones from the Lions didn't perform. Between him and Malcolm Brown, those two is what left him a little bit short this week. This is the week, the league that I am not doing hot in at all. This is the one league That's not really good. I'm 1-5. Lost a couple games that I could have won if I'd have made my right move, but it is what it is. Um, he had big games by John Watson, David Johnson, and the Patriots D with 28 points. That right there, we could not overcome. We had some duds by Amari Cooper, by Josh Gordon. So, coupled with his big games and those two duds, pushed the lead out way too far for me to even compete this week. So, this this league here, I basically got to run the table in order to playoff. And finally, on the fantasy side, this one is the one I did online for the viewers. And as you see, we are 5-1 in this one. Showed you my draft philosophy, used the principles in the draft, and we are 5-1. Uh, this week we were led by we had Stefan Diggs in this one, and he gave us 43 and a half points, which was really too much for him to overcome. That right there alone put us out. Our opponent had a really good game at 129, well, basically 130 points. Uh, but what he didn't do was take out Josh Jacobs, who had a bye week. So he could have had more points if he would have effectively used his lineup. Everybody else on his team did great. David Johnson, Deshaun Johnson, same things I went against the team I just lost again. Alshon Jeffries, everybody did what they was projected to do. He just didn't have that. He didn't have that lineup in there. And if he could have put in, let's see, ugh, he could have had a Tyreek Hill instead of fucking Jarvis Landry. That would have helped out. And but he didn't have another running back, so I guess he was stuck with the running back. It is what it is. We improved to 5-1 in that one. So we're doing real good in the fantasy football, the four main leagues that I'm showing y'all, that I'm real invested in and participated in. Three of them is a money league, and one is just for y'all. So the first one I've been in for 10 years. I'm 5-1 in that one. The second one we started, I'm 6-0 in that one. Uh, Third money league I started with my man Phil Loke out in Denver. I'm not doing good at all. I'm 1-5, and the one that I drafted for you guys, I am 5-1. So let's take a look here. Recap, the real recap, man, and that's the gold gang, man. The gold rush. That's right, Niner gang. Y'all know what it is, man. We improved to 5-0 by manhandling the Los Angeles Rams. Excuse me, a division rival. So that was good. Trying to see if I can get these stats to pull up here. What I do know is that we held them to under 100 yards passing. Second week we did that. We did it to the Browns the week before. We did it to the Rams this week. And those are two explosive passing attacks and explosive offense. Look here, Jared Goff, 13 to 24 for 78 yards. He was sacked 4 times. He didn't throw a pick. Nothing was on him. They couldn't run the ball either. They only had maybe 200 yards offense. Malcolm Brown, 11 for 40. Darrell Henderson, 6 for 39. Couple of screens, but as you can see, the Niners were effective on offense, not explosive. The run game, little lackluster this week, only 99 yards. Kittle had a real nice game with 8 catches for 103 yards in the passing game. But it was all about the defense, man. The defense was everywhere. We had like 4 sacks, 6 quarterback hits. We was after the quarterback, sacks from everywhere. I mean, the front four, the line of the of the defensive line of the 49ers is absolutely amazing. You can rotate 5 first rounders in there and Ronald Blair and a couple other players. Your bodies will stay fresh you will constantly have fresh pass rushers to get after the passer. And when you can do that with only four and don't have to blitz, it helps your coverage and your run game so good. The line has a philosophy. We're gonna trample the run on the way to the quarterback. They just stop the run on the way to getting to the quarterback. And it's really impressive, man. And I'm really, really, really excited to see where we could go from this week. We have a easier matchup this week with the 1-5 Washington Redskins. So hopefully we can improve to 6-0. Keep this train moving. And yeah, it is what it is, man. It's your boy, PE to the PE. Positive energy. We're gonna have some peace, but we can't have peace till we come together as one. One love. And please, please keep it 100. Peace.
All about the positive energy and the culture and pushing the culture forward in a positive direction.
Hey, what's up, man? It's PE to the PE, positive energy. And if you want to get plugged into the newest and latest hip hop apparel, including the TRBRC shirts, go on over to hoodg.com. They got everything you need. They got varsity jackets, they got track shoes, hoodies, hats, everything you need to get right, man. So go on over to hoodg.com. That's hoodgee.com. Hoodg.com. One.
They up and coming, man. If y'all got a chance, subscribe to them, man. Positive energy.